Jordan, let's go ahead and break shit down right away, bro. You back in the server again. You frying before. You got an ace. You got a clutch. And we went to OT map 2. So a banger of a day. Let's talk through it, bro.
It was good, man. It was good. I'm sure it was fun for me, and I'm sure it was fun to watch. So it was a good first game for sure. Yeah.
I was naturally nervous, map 2, but then naturally I brought it back. Let's just go talk through that real quick. Sunset, what's up, bro?
Dude, I don't know, man. We're up 11-3. We got a little lazy, a little complacent. You know how it is over at Sentinels. We like to win and then we like to lose. But yeah, we got a little complacent. Yeah.
Let's go talk about SEN in and of itself. Look, John mentioned that you guys have been scrimming for about 5 weeks now, right? Around this, since you got back from your $1 million vacay, which was cool to see. Of course.
Gotta pin that in there.
Yeah. Talk to me about Scrims so far. How's practice been going since y'all been back up and running again?
Honest answer, Scrims have been good. I think we've definitely hit the point where, when you do something so long, you just want to play a match. That feeling where like you're kind of just doing the repetitiveness of it, and you just want to play a match because you feel like you need to play matches to get better more. But Scrims have been good. Like obviously nothing's ever perfect, but we've been grinding hard, getting ready. We got enough rest. We want to make sure we're prepared. So yeah, scrims have been good, but we're definitely ready for match mode now. We need it for sure.
Right, and because there's nothing like playing live on stage, of course, the crowd, the energy, and of course just everything coming at your direction. Right now, because you mentioned how everything's been good so far, but the innovations is what I'm sure everybody's been wanting to see. So from you as a player, what do you find has changed for you the past month or even just the past couple days even?
I think for me, I've been definitely trying to introduce myself to a lot more agents on a lot more maps, even if the team doesn't play it. Like I'm trying to learn it just so I have it, or maybe I can bring it to the team and be like, yo, I can play this, maybe we can tweak the comp this way just to get like a different look, different vibe maybe. So I've been doing a lot of that. I've also been trying to grind a little bit harder, in the sense of trying a little bit harder in ranked than I usually do. I had to lay on my stream, stuff like that. Usually I kind of just run it down and have a good time. But I've been trying to try a little bit harder in ranked for sure these last couple days. And I think it showed today, obviously. I mean, I played really well. Yeah, I think the main thing for me is just trying to make sure my individual is up there because, I can't always be getting carried by Zekin and Tenz, right? So
I'm curious about something. Look, you had this time off, right? You were vibing. You mentioned you were grinding so far, and I'm sure you were watching the games in Shanghai as well.
Oh yeah.
Was there a longing there when you were sitting back and watching? Was there like a listlessness, a melancholy? Just talk me through those.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like obviously, I'm sure the guys feel the same way, but for me, like watching it, like I've come to the realization, like, bro, I love competing. Like I already know I love competing, but like watching, I'm like, there's no like worse feeling than like sitting home and watching like people play on stage. Like I always want to play on stage. Like that was just like the whole thing of playing, right? And I just love it. Like I feel like I'm meant for it. I feel like I love it. So watching like Shanghai, I mean, obviously I only watched a little bit because the time zones and the time difference. Games are at 1 a.m. I got practice the next day. I watched a bit, and yeah, watching them on stage, it just looks fun. It just looks fun, and it's amazing, and like having that feeling of watching it and not actually being there when we weren't so close, but we could have, there was a good shout that we could have won. Obviously it was good for our team that we didn't go, like got the rest, got to remake some things, do overs and stuff like that. So yeah, watching the stage for sure definitely sucked. It definitely was not a fun feeling.
Yeah, of course, because like you mentioned, like you as someone who's competed at the very top, who's been to these lands before, and who has the drive to be the best, naturally watching the people that you played with before, beat before, and have an urgency to want to play with fans like that, you're thinking, I could have been there, I should have been there, and I want to be there. All 3 questions there, which I'm sure will be answered eventually as you get closer and closer towards champs, of course. By the way, just out of curiosity, were there teams that you saw, like, of course, not all the matches, like, that you were like, yo, I gotta fuck with these guys. They're not too bad.
I mean, Shanghai was pretty like what I expected. I mean, I had G2 and 100. I had 100 Thieves, I think, going like 6th, but I think they went like 3rd, 4th. But I had them going like 1 less ranking, I think, and then I had G2 I had G2 kind of where they were at. I thought they were going to be like a second place dark horse for me, but I did not expect Heretics to do as well as they did, or maybe it was Woot. Maybe I didn't expect Woot to do that well, but he came in and he played Duelist and ran around and killed everyone. So I mean, he exceeded expectations for sure, and he's frying over in EMEA now. So I think everything was kind of expected, besides like the 100 Thieves going third, fourth, and then I thought G2 would go second, but yeah.
The absolute mentions that you've had over the past like 4 weeks, bro, on Twitter have been so goddamn funny. And all I've seen are countdowns between you and Sam. And I'm actually talking to Sam right after this. So
oh yeah.
So all I've seen is 7 days, 3 hours, 4 days, 1 hour, and finally we reach here today. So naturally the social strategy worked, everybody was hyped about the match, and you also gotta talk your shit as well when you called Pujan overrated, so.
Yep. Okay, I would like to clarify, I love those guys. It's all banter, it's all competitive banter. There is a little bit of truth to every joke, but I love them. But yeah, you gotta have shit talk in competitiveness. You gotta have it. You gotta bring it and have it. And that's one thing I always said about FNS coming back is I felt like, Boostio now is doing it this year as well, which is good. Like, I love it. But FNS always brought like charisma and like that character talking and shit like that, whether it's like just little things here and there. And I just love it. I love those guys. I think they're great. I think they're great guys out of the game, and I think they're good players as well in the game. So it's really great to play against them and be able to shit talk and stuff like that. Yeah. No, me and Sam, we would just text each other taking shits in the morning, and then we'd just be like, one of us would make a post on Instagram, and then the other would be like, yo, I made my post, I'm now, and then the other person would make their post, and then it's just like going back and forth, and it's all in the mornings when we're just taking morning shits, it's like just boys being boys. It's so fun. It's fun. I love it.
Oh, that's so sick, man. And I agree. It's just more massive personalities to just encourage people to want to invest themselves in either the player or the team. I remember you and I before, we talked about Doublelift, right? Being one of your favorite players, and he was a massive proponent of that. It's just bringing forward the personality, that shit talk of like, yo, everyone else is trash but me. And people need to know that. People need to see that, which made it that much fun, way more fun. Of course, I'm sure because that the match was fuck ton more hype, which I know I was invested. Personally, every single day got closer. I know I was online, I was checking mentions, I was heating up, and we actually did get here though. Did they live up to your expectations, you think?
I think they lived up. Okay, to be honest, this is it's kind of bad how I'm going to word this, but I don't know really how to word it any other way, but I don't mean it in an ill intention. I definitely think they should have lost harder. I think first map we lost both pistols and it was still 13-8, I believe. And then second map went to OT, and don't get me wrong, they were playing really well in the second half, but I think we were up 11-3, and even 11-3, and the bonus round we lost, I think we got a little complacent. I think we got a little lazy, like I said earlier, with our comms, or just kind of getting our foot off the gas pedal. So I definitely think we should have stomped them, honestly, but at the same time, I'm still in the belief that I still think this roster is better than the previous roster, and I think they'll have a lot more ceilings. I think they were trying things on Lotus, and they still got 8 rounds on us. I think that comp is a little weird. Obviously, first match for this team as well, especially with Ethan. Like, it's not like they just brought back FNS Sam. Like, you have Ethan in there now playing a key pivotal role. You have Victor back on the main duelist. There's a lot of intangibles going on in that team right now, and I think with just more matches, they'll still be unbelievably good. So, yeah.
Exactly.
I'm definitely hyped for them for sure.
Yeah, new team, new roster, and a lot to watch from there, right? Which probably just the best part of it all. And the one question I had to is it's considering how connected you are online and like with just how vocal all the SEN fans are, like, because now that you guys are finally back in playing, and I imagine there's always just once again just the overlooming pressure of like everyone's watching, I have to perform. Does that ever get to you?
Definitely, for sure. I think especially being on Sentinels, it comes with a grain of salt. Like, the fan base loves you, but they also want to go for your head when you're not playing well. I think it comes 2 and 2. But I think for me, I'm trying. I'm still. I mean, no one's ever perfect, but I'm still trying to work towards just kind of ignoring it. Like I was streaming ranked the other night or something like that, and people were like, "Oh, bro, like you have a match tomorrow. Like, why aren't you sleeping?" And it's like 18 hours before the match, you know. So it's like people just kind of don't understand that type thing yet. But I'm trying to learn to just ignore that, and you know, everyone means well. And if they don't mean well, then obviously they're gonna show it, and I just ignore them. They're just haters hating. They still, you know, watch me whether they love me or hate me. So, but yeah, it's definitely something I'm still working on this late into my career. But it's getting better and better now. I'm just trying to go out there and game. You know, I wanna compete. I wanna be on the stage. So I need to just ignore everything else and just do that and have fun.
Of course you do, because that's what you're fucking best at, and that's what we love to see you do. And by the way, are you and Poki besties now, or what's up, bro? What's going on with that?
Oh yeah, Poki's my girl, bro. She was during that video during the video I was like talking about my buy merchant merch, and we were talking about like business. I was throwing numbers out there. She was throwing numbers, like yeah, she's my girl now, bro. Shit.
All right. That's what we want to hear, bro. You fucking Zellsis to the top, bro. Zellsis OTV went. That's what I'm trying to see.
I'm there, dude. Like I could act, you know? Like I feel like I could act. Like let me get in there. OTV in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You, Scorsese, Disguised Toast, Lily Pichu, and Pokimane, bro. Feature film. Let's get it popping. That's what I'm about. But Jordan, brother, always a pleasure. I love talking to you, man. And I'll be watching, bro. Good shit today, and more to come, I'm sure.
Thank you. Have a good night, bro. Appreciate you.